name's Gordon King. I'm a Senior Theoretical Knowledge Instructor at the Oxford campus for Leading Edge Aviation Limited. I've been here for 4 months. Just come back from 3 years setting up a ground school in the Middle East, in Oman. Before that I was 5 years at CAE at Oxford, so I've been doing this for a while. My role here is teaching 3 of the subjects that I'm a subject matter expert in, and assisting with the running of the ground school, assisting the Deputy Chief Instructor and the Chief Instructor, with a view to me moving to Spain, Alhama, in the near future to become the Chief Instructor down in Spain for Leading Edge. Everything to do with ground school, student well-being, the timing of the training schedule, making sure that the training schedule goes to plan, making sure that the instructor quality is sufficient to put the subject matter across, which I will take a great interest in. I want this to be a great success for the first event in Spain. So I will only have the best instructors in front of the students to give the students a better chance, or the best chance, of achieving their aim of the first-time passes in their exams, to give them a better chance of achieving a flying position in the future. So basically speaking, everything to do with the student experience and the instructional quality in Alhama is come to me. It will be different because it will be on a smaller scale, at least initially. And then my role, given that opportunity, then I think that presents us with a perfect opportunity to make it more personal if it's going to be on a smaller scale. We do our level best here to make it personal, but there are lots of students and lots of instructors. If it's initially me and a few instructors delivering a course to the students, then it can be very, very personal and more along the lines of one-to-one help. One of the things I like doing here is, if the students are struggling, because it is hard, then I say, look guys, I live 5 minutes away from here, well, let's meet up on a Sunday. The students can come to the academy and study at any time, so I'll say, okay, let's meet up on a Sunday afternoon, and we'll talk about whatever where you're having a weakness, and I'll make that clear for you, so that you start the following week not behind, as we say in aviation, not behind the drag curve. You're up on speed with what's going on because I've helped you over the weekend. And I do that because I enjoy it. And I hope that love of aviation and wanting the students to succeed comes out on the smaller scale in Alhama. If it comes out here on a larger scale, then maybe it comes out on a bigger, more obvious when we get to Spain. Pretty much the same as here. The subjects will be carried out, or the planning is for the subjects to be carried out in a slightly different order, because as the Chief Instructor, I am bound by regulations not to be so busy teaching that I can't manage the ground school. So I'm going to change the order of the subjects, so that I will have a subject in Module 1, which will be human performance and limitations, a subject in Module 2, which will be how a piston engine works and how a jet engine works, and in Module 3, radio navigation, that's my 3 subjects, and I want to spread that amongst across the 3 modules. Here at the Oxford campus, we do it slightly differently, where 2 of my subjects fall into Module 2 and 1 of them falls into Module 1, so that's not ideal for the Chief Instructor doing some of the teaching. So I propose to change that for Alhama. In terms of the students, I find that the students here immerse themselves from day one into what they're doing for the next 7 months, i.e. the ground school, and they rise fairly early, so I do what I teach in the classroom, and I go to bed when I'm tired, and I wake up when I'm not tired without the aid of an alarm clock, because it's called an alarm clock for a reason. So the students tend to do the same thing. They do some studying in the evening, and then early to bed, up relatively early. And when I get here in the mornings, I'd say before 7 o'clock, there are already students here sitting in the classrooms preparing themselves for the day ahead. So it is a fully immersed 7 months into ground school for the students. And I appreciate that because I've been doing this for a long time, and the instructional staff will help as much as we can, knowing that the students are putting that amount of effort in. But it's a relatively early rising, always being at ground school on time, or before time, and then 6 hours a day. My plan is for an instructor to teach you a particular subject for 2 hours during the day, 2 hours in the morning, and then a break, and then a different instructor to teach you a different subject for 2 hours, and then finish off the day with a third subject with a different instructor, and then repeat for the length of that module, which will be somewhere about 7 weeks, and then do your exams at the end of that. And the exams could be either EASA or UK Civil Aviation Authority, or both. Get those exams passed with the highest pass mark you can, and then put that behind you, move on to the next module, which will be repeat, just with different subjects, for 3 modules, and then you're finished. And then so on to the flying, the fun stuff. So in Oxford, the Oxford campus, we have a customer experience manager who looks after the well-being of the students. We've got the same down in Spain. So Holly and Nikki, in the case of the Oxford campus, that is their job. So make sure that the student experiences as enjoyable and productive experience as they possibly can while they are under the care of Leading Edge. And yet again, in the years I've been doing this, I've never come across a company that offered that. There's a lot of companies can speak about things, but not a lot of companies do those things. And we've actually got positions in both places, Spain and here, where we have a person responsible for that sort of thing. So that the well-being of the student means that the student realises that they need to get a good sleep, they need to eat well, look after their mental health, realising that this course is difficult. I've seen everything. I've seen students go to the supermarket come away with two shopping bags of chicken pot noodles, and that's what's going to sustain them for the next 2 weeks. I've seen people who were sleeping 2 hours a night before a big exam because they felt guilty about sleeping. We can't have that, so we need to look after the well-being of the student so that they are properly trained, realise the function of sleep, which I'll teach them, and make sure they need to eat properly and make sure they have access to proper food, because it's all part of the whole of being a fully formed pilot, so that they are at their best to pass their exams and go on to the next stage. I'm not going to kid you. Ground school is going to be very, very hard for everyone. I've taught people with PhDs, I've taught doctors, all sorts of stuff, and everyone finds ground school very hard. So therefore I would view it as my job to try and make it an enjoyable experience, try to make the student feel wanted within the ground school, and make sure that my instructors look after the students to the best of their ability so that the ground school element can be as enjoyable a process as we can possibly make it. So I didn't put out the 3 words, I put out lots of words, but let me think of the three words. So as enjoyable as possible, fulfilling for the students, and at the end of the day to pass the exams.